Hey guys, I'm RiggyRob, and welcome back to 13 Sentinels. So, last time I said that we do a little bit of a recap, and just to confirm, I also did go back to one of the levels where I didn't do the bonus objective, so I now have Fuyusaka's student ID. So just before we start doing the recap, I'm wondering if the student ID is automatically unlocked, or whether I have to unlock it. It's already unlocked, okay. So this is student ID for Sakura High School. Iori Fuyusaka dropped this on her way to school when she bumped into Ai Sekigahara. After Sekigahara lost his memories, he finds the student ID in his pocket and realizes it belongs to Class 1B, Iori Fuyusaka of Sakura High School. Although Sekigahara recognizes Fuyusaka's face, he can't remember how he knows her. So this is good actually, because this shows that the mystery file has been updated since we unlocked it. So everything that you have discovered so far will be reflected in the mystery file that you find. Okay, so again, recap. Juro Kurabe, so he's the protagonist. During the Battle of 2025, he sustained brain damage and was reduced to an empty husk, so Muromuro created a new personality. So this is actually Juro Izumi in 2025, but they created Juro Kurabe. Now, Yakushiji has romantic feelings for Juro Izumi and is trying to establish that relationship with Juro Kurabe, even though he doesn't remember anything. So she is from 2025, which kind of implies that he is also from 2025. So it doesn't really explain why they are back in 1985 yet. So yes, we have a lot of stuff for Yakushiji. She's talking to Fluffy. Fluffy sounds similar to Kyuta Shiba. She's very affectionate when it comes to Kurabe and makes dinner for Kurabe and Miura. And she's got a contract to shoot witches, which are essentially all of the different pilots. And when they are shot with the magical gun, they are forced into a battle with the Sentinels and the Daimos. But she is the only one who can see Fluffy, so Fluffy itself may be a Daimos. We don't know yet. Now, we have probably the most complicated character so far, Fuyusaka. She's Miwako Sawatari's childhood friend and used to be classmates with Amaguchi and Minami. So she runs into Sekigahara at the front gate and it's love at first sight. I don't remember seeing that love at first sight sentence actually, the first time I read her file. She's able to unlock the gate, which only Morimura should be able to do. And while holding on to Sekigahara as he takes her home on his motorcycle, Fuyusaka confesses her love for him. So Sekigahara feels like he knows Fuyusaka, but doesn't know why. Now the reason why this is the most complicated character in the game is because, as it says there, only Morimura should be able to do that. And there are two different Morimuras. There is adult Morimura, who is the student nurse, and there is child Morimura, who appears to have an adult brain. As in, they are not actually Miura's little sister. They are from the future. So we don't exactly know when Fuyusaka is from, because Sekigahara is probably from the future. Yeah, another dimension. So it doesn't actually say what time period, but we can assume with the existence of his magical gun, or just futuristic gun, then yes, he is from the future. So he's woken up and he's got the corpse of Chihiro Mura beside him, but has no recollection of knowing her. And he's chased relentlessly by men in black and he has to try and escape this world. Shinonome was like a big sister to Sekigahara, and to Sekigahara, Shinonome is family. So we've not seen a lot of Shinonome, and in fact we haven't seen anything of Okino yet. Not really, at least. They're pretending to be Kiriko Doji, but not a lot on the details of Shinonome, Ogata, Hijiyama technically, but Okino definitely, because they are the one who created the Sentinels. So they are probably from the furthest into the future. Then we have Minami. So this is where the future stuff gets interesting. She's from 2188, and she is Takumiya's daughter as well as Miura's girlfriend. But these two Minamis look slightly different. But she has the ability to do time travel because she has BJ, who is looking for their memory cell, and Sentinel number 17. She went back in time to 1945 and met Tamao-san, so she is friendly with the Kurabes, and yet I don't know whether Tamao actually recognizes the young Minami compared to herself, who is Granny Tamao. But yeah. Miura. So Miura is from 1985, supposedly, but not really, because we know he is from 2188. And I think this is the first time I've seen in the 2188 world. So it's kind of implying that different time periods are different worlds, not it's all one world, but the timeline is linear. Which I guess makes sense, actually. But yes, Miura has been shifted to 1985. He's a friend with Hijiyami and Tamao Kurabe, and he ends up staying at the Kurabe residence because of Minami's referral, and Yakushiji is making dinner called hamburgers. Hijiyama. So we've not done a lot with Hijiyama yet. He fell for Tsukasa Okino, who's presenting as a girl, and Okino uses that to manipulate him. So yes, he's been shifted 40 years into the future as well. Amaguchi is from a rich family, and he happened across Takamiya getting harassed by Wajima and helps her out. So Amaguchi is falling for Takamiya. So in theory then, that would imply, if just taking surface level relationships, Amaguchi is therefore Minami's father and Takamiya's husband, who she eventually has a divorce from. She uses her maiden name, so that's why it's not Amaguchi. Now, the thing we haven't found out yet about Amaguchi is why he's also referred to as Ida-kun. I think it's Tetsuya Ida-kun, because he is helping to rewire not only Tomi Kisaragi, but also has Tamao Kurabe as a android. But that seems like a different person so far. We haven't actually got a file for its Ida-kun. So we already talked about Takamiya, and we have Okino. So he develops various technology, including the Sentinels, and he presents himself as Kiriko Doji. Now we have Tamao Kurabe in 2188, and we have Tamao Kurabe in 1945 and 1985. So we don't actually see what Kurabe looks like in 1985. But it's kind of implied they look the same as in 2188. So, the first mystery point I'm going to use, I'm wondering whether... I think I've said before that it's best to use it on people files. I'm wondering whether there'll be more info on Doji or Kurabe at this point. It's probably going to be Kurabe, because we've not found anything about Doji. But I don't know what else will involve Tamao Kurabe in the future. So let's do Kiriko Doji. Kiriko Doji is Professor Doji's daughter. She is visiting the factory on behalf of the professor. Kiriko Doji is actually a cover identity and is actually Tsukasa Okino, temporarily presenting as a girl. The real Kiriko Doji is in Tokyo. Now, I'll admit I have no idea about locations and whether we are taking place in Tokyo for most of the story. It doesn't sound like it based on this. The Kaida Riverbed and so on is probably like a well-known location, though. No idea myself. So, Chihiro is Miura's little sister. She loves him and calls him Big Brother, and she's under Tamao Kurabe's care in 1945. However, we know that they get taken by Renya Goto, and their memories are restored, and they suddenly start talking a lot older. So it's more likely that they have Ms. Morimura's memories or brain inside. She's the homeroom teacher of Class 1B, which Kurabe and Fuyusaka are in. Now, again, it's interesting. So Ms. Morimura is in Amaguchi's dream, but she also looks like Iori Fuyusaka in Kurabe's dream. So we have 4 different versions of the same character. We have young Chihiro Morimura, we have old Chihiro Morimura, we have old Chihiro Morimura but is also Iori Fuyusaka, and then we have Iori Fuyusaka. So I don't know how they're gonna sort of translate all of those together, but we'll see, I guess. Fluffy, a mysterious talking cat. He looks like the cat that's seen around the high school, but only Yakushiji is able to see them. BJ is so he looks like a drone, but Minami always refers to him as an alien. and she said that he has just the brain inside and the rest of it is just a suit. I'm kind of wondering about that, because it says here they are a drone. You know, they were manufactured, so they are a mechanical thing, not a biological thing. So I guess we'll find out about that. Sawatari, so she's a good friend of Fuyosaka and Tomi Kisaragi, and she's self-conscious about her plump figure. And to be fair, they go for hot dogs, they go for pan, they go for ice cream, they go for crepes, so they seem to go eating quite a lot. Now, this is the man who looks like Juro Kurabe. I'm kind of interested in why it's not next to Kurabe in the list, but I suppose they're trying to focus on the main cast first. And he's going to shoot people in the future. So we assume that this is Juro Izumi. So it could be Juro Izumi is from 2025 and has a brain overload and then becomes Juro Kurabe, and then Juro Kurabe grows up and there's like a mind meld or a memory merge thing that happens and it turns him crazy and he starts shooting people. We don't know yet. Onishi is the ogre, is the policeman. Doji is the professor. We've got some track team. I don't know about anything about the android. And then we've got stuff like the magical gun. So it's used by the one who looks like Iyori Fuyusaka at the end of Juro Kurabe's dream, in which he killed everyone. It supposedly seals the power of witches, but we know that it actually causes a scar. Well, I don't think we know it causes a scar, but it causes them to get summoned to the fight in a Sentinel. Yep, lots of stuff about time travel. The Deimos code is the code that summons the Deimos, and it's a relic of an ancient civilization. So we've talked a little bit about the civilization existing way back in the past, which is why the gun is magical. But we all know that, you know, sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. So these are Sentinels. The information is sent directly to the brain in a voice that sounds like the pilot's own, and they're piloted through mental commands. We have the first generation, which are the close combat ones, so Ogata, Sekigahara, and Hijiyama. And the second generation ones, which are close combat and long range, so all-rounders, Kurabe, Shinanomi, and Fuyosaka. So, yeah. The cockpit is where the teenagers lose their clothes on entry. Bit weird, but, you know, that's the target audience for this game. So we have the Kaiju, and they look similar to the War of the Worlds. 2065 is not a time period we've gone a lot into. Deimos is the generic name. We have the Shielders, APS or APSOS, and we have the Hunters, which are drones. Lots of location stuff which we can't unlock yet. Amiguchi's room, which is he helped Miura stay there for a little bit, and then Miura stayed at the Kurabe's house. So Amiguchi has quite a lot of space for himself. And we haven't figured out more about what's the deal with the idol, Inaba. So that could be false memories, it could be hallucinations, or it could be technological, again, telepathy. We don't know yet. And then again, some more locations. Tokisaka Shrine is important because it's where the time travel can take place. There's a base of operations in Higoromocho. There's the laboratory in 2100 underground, Shikishima Tech Lab. And there we go, Tetsuya Ida is developing a way to turn humans into androids. And Tetsuya Ida is Amiguchi. So we have a UFO, which is 300 meters underground, and the colony is also 30 kilometers and 30 kilometers in diameter. Can't unlock these yet. And we have the different time periods. So we've got the 1940s, the 2060s, the 2100s. A few more things not unlocked yet. We've got some food. So just sort of background info. We've just unlocked this because I replayed the mission. We have a key for Ai Sakigahara. It's a key for a vehicle and has an emblem on the handle. So we've already seen the motorbike where he takes Fuyusaka home. The stuffed rabbit, which helps to restore Chihiro's memories. So the Chihiro in 1945 took it with her wherever she went, and they reunited at Ayame Park. And we have a cryptic note that Sekigahara found, which is a list of numbers, but we don't know what those numbers mean. And that's about it so far. Like I said last time, it would be really useful if they had like a face chart or not like an ancestry tree, but you know, basically a list of all the characters and how they connect to all the other ones with lines drawn up. I suppose you could do that in your own sort of physical notebook if you wanted to. And these are the events in chronological order, even though some things take place after others. So trying to watch through these in chronological order would be very weird, but I suppose once you've unlocked everything, it'll all start to make sense eventually. So that's where we are. So now I think is probably a good time to finish off first area Ashitaba City, if we can. Because replaying that mission to get Fusaki's ID actually gave me 20,000 meta chips. So we'll do this to restore them all. So, just unselect everyone, just in case. Right, we need Takamiya on the strike team, which we have here. And we need to maintain a terminal defense rate of 60% or higher.
Allow me.
So I think we'll have 1, 2, something like this. So 2 long range, 2 flight support. Let's see, we've got multi-lock missiles. Oh yeah, so like I said, I've got meta chips. So let's see. Yep, interceptors, always good, seems like. Let's do that. Ooh, more interceptors. Wait, hang on, access denied? Oh, it's a preview. Okay. We got more interceptors on Amaguchi, but because, yeah, we're not going to use Amaguchi for the battle, so we'll leave that. So let's leave that for now. Then we've got Sekigahara. Doesn't have interceptors. Same thing here, yep. Who else is on the team? Miura.
Leave it to me.
Has a super large missile. And Kisaragi also has a super large. Okay, so nobody else has got interceptors. I'm assuming I'm going to get meta chips for the battle. So let's go ahead and do more interceptors. Oh, it's a passive skill, but you have to equip it. Interesting. Alright. Alright, and then we've got Sekigahara on the team. So let's do some normal things like a leap attack. Equip that. And then we've got... Is it Miura on the team? Yeah. Then we've got Stun Knuckles, sure. And then Kisaragi. Let's see, we could give her the railgun instead. A little bit of difference. And then Takamiya. Yeah, she needs something as well. Alright. So, 2,000. I don't think I can spend anything for 2,000 really. I know I can enhance them, but I'll wait until we find something a little bit better to spend it on, I think. Oh, Sekigahara's got a couple more things actually. Tackle. Nah, we'll leave it. One more thing, just want to double check. The terminal enhancements. We are maxed out on the meta skill uses, and we are maxed out on the chip multipliers. So we just need to get score multipliers and then all the other additional meta use stuff. And that will do. So let's make a save in a new slot. Slot 8. And deploy. Area 1, Wave 8. May 27th, 6:38 PM.
Look! All the people vanished from the city. It looks like the battlefield is totally empty.
Does that mean it's a boss fight?
She really evacuated 1.2 million people. You did all that, Chihiro?
That's crazy, Chihiro-chan. What did she even do?
The D-forces are coming, but it's like she said. Now we can fight without worrying about collateral damage.
Yikes. There's a ton of those bug guys coming this way.
Deimos workers.
They're bigger than tanks, but still too small for Sentinels. They'll be pretty hard for us to hit.
Workers. About 8 meters in size. They're general purpose drones that can handle any terrain. They can also link up with the quadruped units. They form a kind of crane arm.
Alright, well if they're hard to hit, then having interceptors will be good. So, activate Aegis or destroy all Kaiju, terminal destroyed or any pilot killed is the lost condition. We're all in. And... pause! Alright, so yeah. So, first things first, let's get the
So,
interceptors
what's my
out.
next move?
So, one interceptor,
Let's turn this around.
and then... I suppose a sentry gun would be good. Let's put the sentry gun here.
Let's get
Then, let's see... Hyper condenser, yeah. So it just adds 400. So you can't do this twice, actually.
Backup deployed.
You have to do a recharge if you want to do another set
How
for
you do
him.
this?
Alright. Nothing in range. Oh, the homing missile actually has more range. Interesting. Alright, let's do this.
Let's do this.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't automatically take effect. Okay.
No room for
And then,
hesitation.
let's see. Anti-air defensive flares? No, that's not close enough.
My turn now.
So let's go onto this side. Actually, more this... Yeah, more this side. Actually quite close, now I think about it.
Don't let up.
Anti... Yeah, you can't
What's
do
the
it
plan?
straight away. You have to move out. So let's go there. And then... Is that everything? No, we've got one more.
Stay calm.
And
Remember your training.
then... Yeah, another long-range missile stuff. Get these ones right... Let's get these ones right on the edge. Yeah, these ones.
A hit. Enemy unit destroyed.
Okay. And
Number
unpause.
11 tank moving out.
Alright, so
Don't
now we
let
can
up.
do the anti-air defensive flares. Let's point that way.
I don't think so.
Get a bit of a spread. And then
Is
unpause.
that okay?
Okay.
What's our plan?
So they're getting there. Let's get these ones which are getting a little bit closer.
Target confirmed. Did I get it? Enemy down.
So, what's my next move?
Same thing for you.
They felt that beat him.
Look. What's the
Okay.
plan? My turn now.
So now we're thinking about leap attack, which will be these ones.
Take this.
Oh, yeah, they're not flying actually. They're
Good.
following the grid. Alright, so then... Right. He's got
Here's
his
the plan.
interceptors out. Which ones are getting close? Is it these ones? These ones.
I'm in range. Hit.
Okay,
That's that.
so now... Let's try... Plasma. Knocks them all back. Ah, interesting. Alright, so Takamiya. Let's get you...
Still not used to this thing.
Let's see. Oh, yep, another set. And then... Karabe.
Okay.
Another sentry gun. Let's go... Let's point it here this time. And that's everything? Yeah. Right, so there's a lot coming in there.
How's the Sentinel?
Okay. Well, there's no targets. Because they're going to be coming in soon. So I think if we
My
just
turn
get
now.
the positioning a little bit different,
Number 11.
then it's fine.
Think ahead.
Right, multi-lock missiles. I'm waiting for the second set of Dymos to come in before using the next meta gauge.
Good. Signal offline. Don't let up.
Okay. Right,
How's the
he
Sentinel?
might as well use more defensive flares in the kind of
I
same
don't think
direction.
so. Stay calm. Remember your training.
Long range. Oh, there's so many of those.
Leave it to me.
Right, have they landed?
Take that. A hit. Enemy
We're going to
signal
go to,
terminated.
yeah, do the same thing, but these ones? Yeah.
Here goes. Score! Got him!
They're at Kaiju engaging now.
Wait for the next one. Whoa.
Oh, now there's a whole swarm of those things.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting for.
Damn it. These little punks piss me off. They're going for me.
Alright.
Them all.
Oh, there's another set coming in. I'm gonna use it anyway. There's enough of them to make it worth it. Alright, but now let's do defend. So, who else is left? These ones are the very edge, they're all on the outer edge. Let's defend with her. Now again, he's put his defensive flares in, so let's get him closer to these ones.
Number 11, moving out.
Now we'll do defend as well.
Thank you. I won't back down.
Long range missiles.
Target confirmed. Take that! Threat suppressed.
Okay. They're coming in. Aha! Now we have some armored ones.
Was that okay?
Alright, so Sekigahara. Rather than going that way, let's go over here so you can do some punching.
Number 11, moving out. Enemy signals detected.
More interceptors.
No fight, I
And
can't win.
more interceptors.
Clean 'em up.
I am assuming they are all stacking, by the way. If they're not, then I don't know what the right thing to do is.
Can't mess this up.
Right. So, I think at this point it's probably a good idea to do punching.
I have to focus.
Is there a big one over here? Yes, there is. Okay.
Number 13, stay calm.
Alright.
Remember your training.
Stun Knuckles or the EMP Stunner? Not in range of that. So,
What's our plan?
let's go over here and we'll start doing team-ups. Ah, she can get the railgun. Wait, is it piercing? Not really. But it's long range.
They felt that. Got him.
Number 19.
Alright, so Sekigahara. Armor piercing demolisher blade. Should be... wait. Ah, is it blocked? Yeah, okay, so you can only do it from one side. That's fine. So let's make sure we get there.
Here goes. Did that do nothing special?
Okay.
Thanks. My turn now.
And we do the rush attack.
Take this. How was that?
Sweet.
Target destroyed. Gotta
And
think.
then go out of range, like here.
Damn Kaiju. Got it. How's that? Thanks.
Alright, I'll do the little phase plasma thing one more time. Oh, they're not in range. Right, that was actually a waste then, because there's no way for them to actually do anything if they're not in the arena.
Okay, let's do this. No fight, I can't
Go
win.
a bit closer.
Number 22.
on the move.
Advancing.
This isn't so hard.
Long range missile's not going to reach. Nope.
So, what's my next move? Number 16, moving out.
Don't let up. My turn now.
Yeah, just defend.
Okay, let's do this.
Alright.
Don't screw with me. How's that?
Very convenient that the... you can't even get close enough. Yeah, let's do this one then. We've pushed them right out of the sector.
Get down. Stay calm. Remember your training.
Alright, let's see. Does he have anything armor piercing? No, he doesn't.
Here we go. A hit. Stay on guard. I'll
There we
stop
go.
them.
And that's the last one.
That easy. How many down?
Termination of enemy signals confirmed.
We did it.
Aegis activated. Terminal closure complete. Surrounding 2-kilometer area now fully secure. Ending tactical analysis.
The Aegis
Remember your
activated.
training.
The city's definitely taken damage, but no casualties.
I will try to remember my training. And hello, Reaper. Thanks for joining. How you doing? Alright. No casualties. Good.
Back in the days when I ran with my gang, I used to talk about how I wanted to tear this whole city down. Never thought I'd actually end up destroying it in some big robot battle.
But you're still fighting to protect it. There's not much more we can do.
Yeah, who asked you? What the hell would you know about how I feel?
If you're going to lash out at people, could you try not to do it when our lives are at stake?
Yeah, but that's probably when you're most likely to lash out, because emotions are running high.
Who asked you?
Come on, Yuki-chan.
Yeah, Look, I'm sorry. All this shit's just getting to me.
Mom, you're embarrassing me.
Did we do it? I will protect everyone.
Very good. Level 12 already, wow. And Tomi has It's Not Like That. Mystery points. And 0.3 off. Oh, 2% city damage, but still an S rank. So we got one of the mystery files. I clicked through it, unfortunately. Takamiya was on the strike team. So we got the bonus objective, Wajima's cronies. 2 mystery points. No.